Hello, welcome to my channel, A Book Forest. My name is Kim, and today I'm going to be doing my March TBR. So, I had a great February. I really had great luck in my reading in February, not just because I liked the books, but because I was able to read all of them almost. So, I'm happy about that. So on my March TBR, my first book is Den of Wolves by Juliette Merelier. It's the sequel to the last book in the trilogy of Blackthorn and Grimm, and I read the second book last month and I really liked it. It's called Tower of Thorns. So Den of Wolves is the last book in the trilogy. I cannot wait to see what happens with our characters, Blackthorn and Grimm. Blackthorn is a healer, and she was imprisoned for a year in a very, very difficult circumstances, and Grimm was with her. And they were both fellow prisoners, and they are very damaged people, and they kind of complement each other. So, and usually there's always magic in the books. There's always a mystery related to magic happenings, and Blackthorn needs to figure out what's happening, and Grimm is there to help her out. I don't know what their relationship is going to be like in this book. I cannot wait to see how it resolves. They're so Grimm is the sweetest man. He's a very big man, and he's very damaged, like he's afraid at night, and the only thing that soothes him is being around Blackthorn. He admires her greatly, and Blackthorn is extremely damaged as well, and she's wants to get revenge for what happened to her, but she can't at the moment. So it's always a battle within herself to am I gonna just live my life, or am I gonna go get revenge? So can't wait to see what happens. Then I'm gonna read a book that I've been hearing about a lot for years, like since it came out. When it came out, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. It was on everyone's best books of the year. So I'm really intrigued, and I hear that you kind of have to go in blind. So it's a sci-fi. I think it's a one man in space, and I don't know. I think it's First Contact, but I don't know more than that. And I hear you should go in blind. So I've been afraid of getting spoiled on this book for ages. So I'm finally gonna read it before it happens. Also, I have an arc that I got from Nnedi Okorafor, from the publisher, on NetGalley. It's called One Way Witch. So that's the new book in the Who Fears Death series. So Who Fears Death is a novel, and it's the first book that I think you should read in that series. And it's the hero in that book is called Onye Sonwoo. She's a girl, and she has a destiny. But this book and the one before, which was She Who Knows, is more focused on the mother of Onye Sonwoo, and her name is Najiba. So the previous book, She Who Knows, I have a review of that. I'll link that down below. It's a prequel to Who Fears Death. So it's about Najiba when she was young and coming of age and discovering her magical powers. It's set in a post-apocalyptic Africa, a bit dystopian, and very interesting. But this one is set after the events of Who Fears Death. So Najiba is a grown woman, and there's already been a lot of very dramatic events that happen in her life. And now I think she has some latent magical powers that she stopped using when she was young. And now I think she wants to discover them again. So she wants to get trained in them. We'll see. And then my last book on my TBR is my book project of the year, which is reading all of Guy Gavriel Kay's books, and I'm having a blast. So this month in March is Sailing to Saranthium. It's the first book in a duology called the Sarantine Mosaic. And I think this is inspired by Byzantium, modern day Istanbul. And there's one of the main characters is a mosaicist, so I think he's working on like a mosque or something of the sort. But I don't, like, I think it's more than that. There's like a whole set of characters, and it's political, I think. So I am really looking forward to this. It sounds a bit similar to Pillars of the Earth, from what I hear. And I liked Pillars of the Earth very much, so I can't wait to see what happens in this with the fantasy elements. Also, I've owned this book for more than almost 30 years now, and I've never read it. And I don't know why. I held on to it for almost 30 years, and I don't know why I've never read it, but now I'm gonna read it, and hopefully I'm gonna be like, oh, why did I wait so long to read this? Exactly. I think that's what's gonna happen. I hear it's pretty good. So yeah, that's the last book on my TBR. Let me know if there's any of those books that you've read, what you thought of them. Don't spoil me on Project Hail Mary, because yeah, I'm always afraid of getting spoiled, so I never listen to the reviews of it. Hopefully I'll be able to do a review or not. I'll let you know if you really should go in blind or not. So thank you, and see you next time.